at a 12-year low for the first time since 2003. Oil is below $32 a barrel. Morgan Stanley saying it will go to $20 a barrel. Former Reagan economic advisor Art Laffer is with me now. Art, so glad you're here. I want to know from you, is there a hidden caution in here? I mean, at first glance, cheaper the energy, the better it is for U.S. consumers, the more they have to spend, therefore better for the economy. But at what point, and $20 may be that point, do energy companies start firing and this whole cycle comes back and hurts us?
Well, I don't want to hurt energy companies. I think they're wonderful companies. But I think from the standpoint of U.S. manufacturing and U.S. consumption, the lower the price of oil and the more plentiful oil and energy is, the better off it is for all of us. I can remember in 1983, 84, 85, when the price of oil went from $30 a barrel down to $8 a barrel, and you've never seen a boom like we had there. Now, the only countries that are going to really suffer from low-priced oil are obviously the oil exporters, and we're not one of them. We are not one of them. Speaking of which, Saudi Arabia is considering listing parts. What do you think of that? Of Aramco. I mean, that's one of the biggest oil companies in the world, and the headline was surprising to me. I thought, how can they be short on cash? They should have done it when the price of oil was $100 a barrel. That's when they should have done it. But oh no, they had to wait until it's down to $31, $32 a barrel. You know, it's sad, but you know, they shouldn't be funding these things with assets. They should have kept enough in reserves to be doing. But these guys, just like your lottery winners, Deirdre, you know, just like the lottery winners, they spend it all and then they wonder why they're broke 5 years later. And that's exactly what happened in the Middle East with the oil. They do it every single time.
It was a decades-long winning ticket, but I like the analogy, Art Laffer. I want to ask you, it is a presidential election year. Fox Business, of course, hosting the first debate of the year Thursday. Candidates taking the main stage at 9 p.m. Eastern. A reminder to our viewers not to miss it. But, Art, what do you think? I have to know. You know how these systems function. What do you think, who is in the best poll position right now?
Well, I'm going to be in Charleston with all of you down there this week at the debate, so it'll be fun. But what I think is, I think the Republicans are getting trained. I think the lady McNamee, I guess her name was completely correct. These Republicans are competing with each other, and they're getting better and better and better, and all of them are really good. And some of them are just spectacular, and the process is really vetting these candidates. And I think by the time they get to the final race in November against someone like Hillary or Bernie, whose day is long since gone, I mean, Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton are fine, wonderful people and deserve a lot of accolades. But frankly, their message is all wrong. It's anti-growth, it's anti-prosperity, it's anti-American exceptionalism. And this is the time that those arguments are going to win the day. And I think we're going to have a landslide victory for the Republicans. I guess I said something like between 45 and 48 states.
I know. I wanted to ask you. How did you come up with that?
Well, I looked at Reagan and I looked at John Anderson. Now, Reagan ran in 1980. Everyone made fun of him like they're making fun of Donald Trump. They did. And, you know, he ran against an incumbent Democratic president who was very powerful, used the office well, and he also had a Republican who hated him because he was so anti-establishment, Reagan was, that he decided to run as an independent. His name was John Anderson. And Reagan still just mopped the floor with the two of them. And then he was reelected in 1984, 49-1. Only state he didn't get was Minnesota. So we have got a situation here where I think without a Republican coming in as a spoiler and with a very unpopular president and with people saying the wrong message on the opposite party, we could easily win 45, 46, 47 states. And I think it's going to happen.
All right, Art Laffer, we love it. We love the insights. We love the perspective. You've been there, and we'll see you Thursday in South Carolina.